Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Carr's Raiders.
Larry, thank you very much. A steady shower falling right now, and that's going to be the norm throughout this one. We are told rain all over the radar here in Oakland. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The man in motion is Brown. They'll go again with Bell. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right around the 31.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that'll make it 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger being chased out left. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Antonio Brown, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Carr now on 1st down. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 61 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded at the 2. Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Before the offense gets going again, league-wide story here. You and I got a kick out of Juju Smith-Schuster post-game comments because he had a long touchdown, and he said he kept looking over his shoulder because his Madden rating was only an 82 or an 83, thought he was going to get caught.
Yeah, you can tell he's a youngster because us old folks, that's when the Satchel Paige quote comes in. Don't look back, someone might be gaining on you. But I love the fact that he said, my rating, I thought I was faster than that, essentially. Well, guess what? The ratings get updated each week. Juju, you will be an 89 starting next week. And by the way, your actual rating prior to, it was 88.
Yeah, you were a little off, but bottom line, don't look back, just fly forward. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Roethlisberger on first down. James has got it, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On second down, it's Bell. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. Past the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And what a way to take over as they've got it with a first and goal. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
637, 694.
They'll run with Lynch. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. First down, the run with Lynch. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. second down, here's Carr. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And now out come the Steelers. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. To throw on third down. Carr trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not at all. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Throwing on first down is Carr. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, Lynch. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Following the penalty, Lynch. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll run again with Lynch. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, Roethlisberger.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Roethlisberger. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Here's Roethlisberger.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Escaping the... And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Boswell on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now. On 3rd down, they go Lynch, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is the punter King to send it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers. Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. To throw here, Roethlisberger. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game. I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Travis Carey. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach. It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here. Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel. Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
6, 8, 7, 34. Now,
they run again on first down. Lynch. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch, 59 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The give is to Bell. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Roethlisberger will throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by David Anderson. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They start the drive with Lynch. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 34 yards there and a first down.
All right, I got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
But if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Carr gives to Marshawn. Space to run past the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On the give, this is Lynch. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A give to Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And now Oakland ready to take the field. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. 2nd down following the run. Defense showing blitz. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Marquette King now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he'll be knocked Check down sideways at the 14. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind, with him running the team, that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Now Bell. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd down, Carr. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now Brown. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Roethlisberger firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. He got 29 yards that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Forced out to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Handoff comes to Lynch. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Toss play to Lynch. Fancy footwork at the 40. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch, 66 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Again, it's Bell. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Being shaped, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger, eluding the pressure right. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.